We made it to episode 100, y'all. That's 100. So yeah, 100 different root beers. And we're gonna rank the rest. So last tier list, we were at 75. First one, we did 50 root beers. Then I made the first revision at 75, and now we're doing another at 100. And I don't think I'm gonna do another one till 150. Let's jump right in. You know what? We're gonna randomly pool because I have the 25 remaining root beers next to me. So let's grab a 6-pack at a time. That's how I've been saving these in the 6-packs I get them. Iron Horse. All right, this one that puts the beer in root beer, but I quite liked it. I'm gonna give it A tier. It tastes fermented. I don't know how. And nothing on the bottle said anything about it. Liquid Death. I don't need to. No. That's genuinely the worst one on here. Genuinely the worst I've had. The WBC root beer, also known as Goose Island. I think that's like the old name, so that label still trickles around every now and then. Why'd I give it? Yeah, D tier. Sprecher. It's honestly like a bad ball of Sprecher. That's all they all can say. Old Rhode Island Molasses. Again, that was just kind of... It didn't taste like much of anything, but it wasn't like nasty, if that makes sense. Nixie. What did I give that one? Which one was that? That was the one that I thought was like kind of... right? Yeah, I gave that one a 4 as well. But been trying a bunch of these like zero sugar root beers. Some are actually kind of decent, some suck. Cicero, the salted caramel. That was, in fact, delicious. That's a very quick S tier. I need to do a side-by-side of Brownie and the Cicero now to see which caramel root beer is the best. Henry Winehards. I was hearing for a while this one's pretty good. It sure is. Very solid root beer. Leans a little more on the licorice, I believe, if I'm remembering right. Yeah. So a little sarsaparilla-like in a way. Maine root beer. Or you could even just call it Maine root beer, I guess, if you wanted to. It's good. Not great. So I only give it a 7. So not A tier. Now the sarsaparilla. Let's see. Yeah, I liked it quite a bit more, actually. That's an A tier. That's genuinely one of the best sarsaparillas I've had. The Sunsip was actually a bit of a surprise. Could have been worse. Genuinely could have been worse. As far as those probiotic or prebiotic, whatever, it was actually kind of tasty. A little too tangy, though. Ginger root beer, the Zevia Ginger, almost won me over. No. It got gross pretty fast. It started okay, and then I got halfway through, it just started tasting like garbage. It was disgusting. Frost Top. Yeah, I finally went to an Ace Hardware, and they had this in the diet versions. I've not had the diet yet, but I can say the regular Frost Top, all a bit medicinal. It's actually pretty great, because it's still smooth and creamy, and this bottle fills that giant mug I got. My big-ass mug. Cove. All right, what did I actually get the Cove? This was probably the best of these ones I've had so far. Definitely over the Sunsip, though, as far as these health ones go. Is this one even a probiotic or anything? This one might just be zero sugar. Stewart's, that was another good one. I'm trying to remember what I said about this. It was quite sweet. I described it as an almost caramel-like sweetness. So yeah, definitely gets points for that. A tier for sure. Rat Bastard. Hold on, did I end up giving it a 7? It was like a kind of better version of the balls. B tier then. Yeah. You can taste it like energy drink, it tastes like root beer. Masons, though. Masons, I remember enjoying quite a bit. I didn't have many notes on it. Like, I'm even looking. I just said it's kind of similar to a Beta, which is very licorice. A tier. That's a good one. I love a Beta, and the Masons was pretty close. Zuberfizz. There's something about those Colorado ones, man. I don't know if it's their water, what. Like, they're just kind of okay to disappointing. Zuberfizz, I also gave a 7, so that's a B tier. I'm gonna like it more. Red Rock. Okay, which one was it? I said this one was sweet and foamy, but too tangy. Oh, wait, was that a 5 or 6? Either way, that's still a C tier. Reading Draft Root Beer. They were kind of on par with each other, is weird, because this one has the... I gave them both the same rating, so it's okay that they both sit in B tier, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. The root beer and sarsaparilla, they're very similar, but when you taste it, it's like, oh yeah, this is definitely more sarsaparilla than root beer, because they both have strong licorice taste. Poppy. Because it doesn't help that the name is similar to Olipop, so I kind of get that confused. Yeah, this one I think was like somewhat worse version of the Sunsip. I don't know, I feel like I need to rate the Sunsip higher because I remember kind of liking it, but I only gave it a 5. I don't know. Maybe one day, but that is not today. Red Ribbon. Okay, what did I say about Red Ribbon? I think this one I said, okay, yeah, it was smooth, but the flavor was very weak, but like not bad. I mean, still only gets a C, but yeah, could be worse. The Ilzel Root Beer Float, though, this thing was awesome. Really tastes like a root beer float. Very desserty. A tier. And then that leaves River City. What the hell did I say about that one? Okay, this is one I said it tasted kind of good, almost like the candy, but a bit tart. And then the more you drink it, the worse it gets. River City is a C tier. The Ramblin', number 100 itself, 100 root beers. Where does number 100 go? Well, it got an 8 out of 10, despite me saying the root beer taste is weak. But that maple is very tasty. It's definitely, like, if you can combine the root beer flavor of literally any of these, just more standard root beers, like not the minty ones, god no, and threw some maple in there. So maybe like if you even had like mug and threw some maple in there, that might be pretty dang good. I feel like a better candidate though might be like something more along the lines of like Barks. So maple, that would be the perfect maple root beer. This is definitely better than the maple Sprecher, which is one of my first C tiers. And here you have it, y'all. Get a load of that. Now, once again, this will be available for you to make your own. I'll have that link in the description. It is 100 root beers for you to rank. There's plenty I still have not tried that I am tracking down or currently have on my backlog. But no, this has been a very fun series to work on because I like root beer. Like, I do. It's probably my favorite drink. And if it wasn't, I don't know how the hell I'd be doing this series. But I didn't really think of doing this until I just saw how many were out there, and reaching 100 different ones. I know some people would get a little pissy about these like diet ones I've been throwing. It was like, come on, whatever. It's an alternative. It's trying to taste like it. It belongs on here. It's just a lot of fun seeing all the different ways you can even make this drink, and they can all say they're root beer, but not taste the same. I just think it's wild. And I want to address a few things I see a lot in like the root beer communities. Birch beer is not root beer, and for the following reasons. Different flavor profiles, even though some of these do get a little similar, but a big difference is birch beer comes from the bark, not even the root, whereas sarsaparilla is still made from the root of another plant, and they are following very similar recipes as one inspired the other at some point or another. And it's because their flavor profiles are so similar, that's why I've included sarsaparillas of root beers for so long, and that's why I haven't seen any birch beers in here, even though I've seen people saying it's like, when are you going to do birch beer? I'm not going to do it because it's not root beer. But I will say I've tried a couple and I have enjoyed them. I've tried the Hank's birch beers, and I definitely want to track down some more, but they will not appear in Root Beer Roundup simply because it's not a root beer. It's definitely its own thing. I would not classify them as the same. And out of the way, this is 100 root beers. I can't wait to see the potential next 100 more because there's a lot out there I have not even gotten my hands on. And I'm going to mess around. I'm going to get the diet versions of a lot of these to up this list. And also because I've been doing diet sodas, I might as well do the diet versions of the known brands too. So if you enjoyed what you saw, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video. Feel free to check out my other channels on here. I got gaming, reviews. Admittedly, I've been focusing a lot more on this channel lately just because it's been easier to work on, but hoping to get more into the others at some point. I'm Shyboy616, and I will see you next time.
Shyboy 606, it's gonna need some more treats. We gotta decide if they need or need the yeet. See you again soon. Next time, bring a spoon, put in the work, and then get dessert. Go ahead, come on over. We'll go and get some boba. Some that's fried, some that's green, some that's chilled. Dang, I think something spilled. Alright, waiter, pass the bill. It's